Ever pondered why maintaining a balance in life feels like walking a tightrope? The concept of balance is a fascinating one. It's the idea of managing different aspects of life, like work, relationships, health, and personal growth, in a way that allows us to thrive and not just survive. However, it's often easier said than done. Many of us find ourselves constantly juggling between these various elements, teetering on the edge of the tightrope we call life. Work deadlines loom large while relationships demand attention and care. Our health, both physical and mental, requires regular upkeep and personal growth. Well, that's a continual journey. The struggle to keep up with all these competing demands can often leave us feeling overwhelmed and out of balance. We start to feel like we're failing in one area if we give too much attention to another. It's a precarious balancing act with the fear of toppling over at any moment. But why is balance so important? Well, to put it simply, balance is the key to our well-being. When we have balance in our lives, we're happier, healthier, and more fulfilled. We're able to achieve our goals without sacrificing our peace of mind. We're able to enjoy the journey of life, not just the destination. Well-being isn't just about being free from illness, it's about being in a state where you can realize your abilities, cope with the normal stresses of life, work productively and fruitfully, and contribute to your community. In essence, well-being is about living a fulfilling, meaningful, and balanced life. Finding this balance, however, is no easy task. It requires conscious effort, self-awareness, and sometimes a little bit of trial and error. The good news is that it's not an impossible feat. With the right strategies, achieving a healthy balance in life is not just plausible, but also sustainable. Remember, balance isn't about perfection. It's about finding harmony between the different aspects of your life. It's about giving each aspect its due attention without letting any one area overshadow the others. It's a universal struggle, but one that can be simplified with the right strategies. Self-care isn't self-indulgence. It's a necessity, a non-negotiable part of finding balance. These words may sound counterintuitive in a society that often champions the notion of self-sacrifice, where we're conditioned to believe that putting others first is the hallmark of a good person. But let's pause for a moment to consider the concept of self-care. Self-care in its simplest form is the practice of taking an active role in protecting one's own well-being and happiness, particularly during periods of stress. It's about acknowledging that you, just as much as the next person, deserve to be taken care of. It's about recognizing that your needs matter. This concept goes beyond just physical health. It includes mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being too. Why is self-care so crucial? Well, imagine a car. A car needs regular maintenance to function optimally. Oil changes, tire rotations, brake checks. Similarly, we need to maintain our minds and bodies to operate at our best. Self-care is that maintenance. It's the fuel that keeps our engines running smoothly. Now, it's important to dispel a common misconception about self-care. Some people might see it as selfish or unimportant, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Self-care isn't about shirking responsibilities or ignoring the needs of others. It's about ensuring you're in the best possible condition to meet those responsibilities and take care of others. It's about knowing when to rest and recharge so you can continue to give your best. Consider this. If you're constantly running on empty, constantly pushing yourself to the brink of exhaustion, how effective can you truly be? How much can you really give to your work, your relationships, your passions? The bottom line is this: self-care is not just beneficial, it's essential. It's not just about feeling good, it's about enhancing your overall well-being and capacity to handle life's stresses. It's an integral part of maintaining balance and achieving a fulfilling, healthy life. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. Balance isn't something you find, it's something you create. And here's how. Firstly, let's talk about setting boundaries. It's about defining what is acceptable to you and what isn't. It's about having the courage to say no when you need to. You see, when we stretch ourselves too thin, we end up compromising on our own well-being. So, set those boundaries and stick to them. Be it at work, in relationships, or even with yourself, boundaries are essential to keep things in check. Next is prioritizing. Life throws a multitude of tasks at us every day. It's easy to get caught up in the flurry and lose sight of what's really important. Prioritizing allows you to focus on tasks that align with your goals and values. Remember, not everything that demands your attention deserves it. It's okay to put certain things on the back burner for a while if they don't contribute to your balance. Then comes time management. Time is the one resource we can't make more of. It's finite. Understanding this and learning to manage it effectively is pivotal to creating balance. Allocate time for work, for hobbies, for loved ones, and most importantly, for yourself. Be disciplined about it. A well-managed schedule can be the foundation of a balanced life. Lastly, be flexible. Balance isn't rigid, it's fluid and varies from person to person, from day to day. Some days you might need to work longer, other days you might need more rest, and that's okay. The key is to adjust and adapt as needed. These strategies are not magic potions or quick fixes. They require consistent effort and vigilance, but they can make a world of difference in helping you achieve a healthier balance between different life aspects. Implement these strategies and watch as the scales begin to tip in favor of balance. Self-care is not a one-size-fits-all, it's a personal journey, and here are some paths you might consider. Firstly, let's talk about mindfulness. This is the practice of purposely focusing your attention on the present moment and accepting it without judgment. It's about being fully engaged in what you're doing, not letting your mind wander to past regrets or future worries. It's about acknowledging feelings as they come, without trying to suppress or deny them. You might find it helpful to set aside a few minutes each day for a mindfulness exercise, such as deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or even a mindful walk. Next, let's consider the power of exercise. Regular physical activity can boost your mood, reduce stress, and help you sleep better. It's not just about hitting the gym. Walking, cycling, dancing, or any form of movement can make a significant difference. The key is to find an activity you enjoy, so it becomes a pleasure rather than a chore. Then there's the role of healthy eating. It's no secret that what we put into our bodies affects how we feel. Consuming a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can help maintain your energy levels and keep your mind sharp. Remember to stay hydrated too. Lastly, never underestimate the importance of taking regular breaks. Whether it's stepping away from your desk for a few minutes, taking a day off to do something you love, or scheduling a vacation, downtime is crucial for recharging your batteries and maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Of course, these are just some of the many self-care strategies out there. You might find others that resonate more with you, like journaling, meditating, or spending time in nature. The important thing is to make self-care a consistent part of your routine, rather than an occasional indulgence. Remember, self-care is a journey, not a destination, so enjoy the ride. Let's circle back and see how these pieces fit together. We began our journey by examining the question of balance. We recognized that life is a complex jigsaw puzzle where multiple pieces need to fit together seamlessly. We discussed how balance isn't just about dividing your time equally among different tasks, but about ensuring you're investing your time in the activities that truly add value to your life. Then we delved into the importance of self-care. We acknowledged that self-care isn't a luxury but a necessity. It's about being kind to yourself, about recognizing your own needs and taking the time to fulfill them. We learned that self-care is not selfish, but rather a crucial part of maintaining good health and well-being. Next, we explored practical tips for achieving balance. We discussed strategies like setting boundaries, prioritizing tasks, and taking time out for relaxation. We talked about the power of saying no, and how it can free up time for the things that really matter. We also emphasized the importance of regular exercise and a healthy diet in maintaining a balanced lifestyle. In the following section, we focused on self-care strategies. We shared tips on how to incorporate self-care into your daily routine, from mindfulness practices and meditation to getting enough sleep and spending time in nature. We stressed the importance of nurturing not just your physical health, but your mental and emotional well-being too. So, as we conclude, remember that the journey towards balance and well-being is a personal one. What works for one person may not work for another. The key is to listen to your own needs, to respect your boundaries, and to prioritize self-care. Don't be afraid to make changes, to try new strategies, and to seek help when needed. Life is a balancing act, and with these strategies, you're well equipped to walk the tightrope. Until next time, take care and find your balance.